Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Luna and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Luna's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed. And the only correction that we give the girls is a little tug and release on their training collars. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. The girls are going to come home with their very own training collars, and you're going to be taught how to use them properly tomorrow during your follow-up training session. Now Luna is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Luna heel.
Luna, heel.
Now at this point, Luna has a job to do, and she does it with lots of pizzazz, and that is to stay even with your left leg during walks. She's got her tail up. She's having a good time. I think she really enjoys the attention that the training gives her. She's smiling, she's happy, and each time that you stop, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So you can practice this exercise when you're going on walks with the girls, and I would recommend that you start out by walking them together, letting them spend quality time together under control. And you saw Rich give that little tug and release because she didn't sit right away. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You can practice this exercise inside. You're going to start out at about 30 seconds and work slowly up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her, and she is to remain seated until he gets back to her shoulders. At this point, he stops, he gives her some praise for a good job, and she expects to get another command.
Luna, heel.
And they take off heeling again. So you can have fun working with your dogs, doing their commands, giving them that one-on-one attention that they crave. At the same time, they're learning that you're not kidding with them, that you are the pack leader, and that things have changed in your home. Rich is going to leave her in another sit stay.
Stay.
He's going to walk out and turn to face her, and she is to hold that stay command, and this time, instead of returning back to her, Rich is going to use her name, and he's going to call her, and this is the come on command. She's supposed to come, and she's supposed to sit. If she doesn't sit, you see that little tug. And considering that she is a beagle Pekingese mix, this obedience is amazing, because neither one of those breeds were bred to do obedience. And if Rich wants her to get more motivated, he, talks to her, good girl, come on, taps the side of his leg to keep her up and having fun. And he's going to demonstrate that come on command again. So you're going to have to enforce some of these commands with Luna because of her breed. And you're going to have to enforce some of these commands with Emma because she's been very, very spoiled. And so with both dogs, you're going to have to take the reins. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and use the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay when you're practicing right in your living room is going to be for 30 seconds, working slowly up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, again, he walks all the way around her. She is to remain lying down until she gets her next command. I love her whole body language is so upbeat, and and this tires the dogs, believe it or not. Just doing this obedience training gives them a good workout mentally and physically. So that is your down from a distance and your down stay. This time Rich will call her out of that exercise. That was a much better sit that time. Good. Back to heel and back sitting. Excellent. Now the very last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is probably the most difficult, and that is your down from a distance. See, that quickly she's getting tired, and it's not that hot out here and they're in the shade, but it does tire them. Rich is going to leave her in a sit stay. He's not going to go too far away from her. He's going to stand about 2 feet away. He's going to use his right hand to give the command, and he drops her into a down from a distance, and that was perfectly done. So we have demonstrated for you all of Luna's formal on-leash obedience commands. Please, please, please keep these commands intact with her. Practice with her. Get used to working her instead of just cuddling her as a way to show her affection and attention. It's going to work out best for all of you in the long run. We're going to be here to help you and coach you with these girls moving forward. And we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.